Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and today I have something a little bit different for you. It's another in my occasional first look series. It's a game called Railroute from a very small independent studio. A couple of IT geeks is how they describe themselves, going under the name of Bitrich. They've created this game as a sort of management tycoon puzzle. Yes, ticking a lot of boxes there. They got in contact with me anyway a few days ago and said, do you think your audience, the people who watch your videos, might be interested in this? Would you like to help us promote it? And I thought, well, I don't know. It looks a little bit complicated. From what I'd seen it around, mentioned on YouTube and in the forums occasionally before, and I thought, it looks a bit twiddly and a little complicated for me. And certainly when I'm doing these sort of videos, I tend to go a little bit sort of lazy and slack and don't pay too much attention to all the details. And I thought, I don't know, I'd probably be terrible at it. But I looked at further, I looked at some other videos. There's quite a few now on YouTube for you to check out, including some very good tutorial videos, by the way, more of which later. And I thought, well, actually, there's a lot of complexity to it, but it is so well designed that even I, a relative idiot, might be able to pick it up and play it for a while and have fun with it. And they're absolutely right. I reckon quite a few who watch my other videos, particularly the Transport Fever and that sort of thing, the Airport CEO, the Sim Airport, might be interested in this. But anyway, enough of the waffle. Let's get on to playing the game itself. It is now available to you in early access, and unfortunately, it was on for sale for a week or so until the 8th of July, and by the time this video is released, that's probably passed. I apologise for that if you've missed the discount. I've no date yet on the actual planned or anticipated full release date, but then I don't pay too much attention to that anyway. It'll be released when it's ready to be released. But to be honest, as we look at this, there is so much already in the game that works so well. Anyway, let's have a look at it. As always, of course, a first look at the settings. They're under options here. Oh, first off, of course, yeah, I like the design of it. It does actually look like it could be a real dispatcher screen. The aesthetics of the design are really nicely done. Anyway, the options. Video modes. Yeah, they go up to quite big. I'm playing on 1920 as always. FPS limits. Lots of control for the sounds. Languages. They've got quite a few languages already built in and ready to go. I think I'll play in English. It's the only language I have some passing familiarity with, to be honest. One nice little touch they've got in here, which I've not seen in other games that I've seen recently, is the UI scale. Well, not quite as simple as this. So depending on the size of your monitors, you can actually design this to be as tiddly or as readable as you want it to be. I'll leave it like that, I think. That's a nice touch. I like that. Okay, so we got in here two modes of play. The endless maps, which basically means it's a map of an area of the world with some rails already in place, or in some cases, all the rails in place, and you just play on it as a standard management tycoon type title. You just build up money, gather technologies, and just sort of be the best train dispatcher you can possibly be. There's also a timetable mode where the whole map, well, the whole station area is already mapped out, and there's already a fully predefined timetable of trains, both passenger and freight trains, going through that map to a timetable, and you have to manage dispatching those trains and getting them from departure point to arrival point in good order, on time, and without crashing into any other trains along the way. They're basically a score and achievement type game. I'm not going to play that because it's too fast for me, as we will see. One of the other things on this is it comes with, I think, there's a good few maps already built into it. In terms of both timetable and endless mode, but there's already proper workshop support, and there's a map editor built into it already, so you can, and as others have done, is create maps for your favourite train station areas and design them either as timetabled or as endless mode, where you allow the player to sort of build upon your basic infrastructure and create the routes and the contracts that they want. So for example, Clapham Junction here is, I think, one I got from the workshop. It takes a little while to load because it's a big map. Now this one is pretty much already completely established. The entire network that they're mapping here has been done. You can't do much to it apart from get trains from one place to the other. That's too complicated for me, so we're not going to be playing that map. The basic default map that you get in the game, well, the one that the tutorial starts in, is Prague, around there. So we've got this set up here. And as you can see, there are already station platforms set up there. I've already played part of this map. This is one of my save games. So I've added stations to it, but the stations which are greyed out, those you purchase, and you purchase the tracks to connect them, and using various different types of signals, sensors, all sorts of other controls, you can build up your own network. These dotted lines do constrain you as to where you can build, so you can't build across these dotted lines. But other than that, it works quite well. And talking of the tutorial, kudos to these guys. They have done a great job so far of the tutorial. It takes you through all the steps of building through the basic operation of the game, what you need to do to get a train out of the station, onto the line and into the next station, what all the different types of signal mean, all the particular sort of mechanics of how the contracts and the trains operate. And what's even better is that when you go in to do things like upgrades, this is sort of the research tree element of it, is some of them contain little tutorial videos as well. They've done such a great job of explaining the basic mechanics for people who have no understanding of how trains actually get from A to B, like me, how that actually works and how this game works. So that is a really nice job, so kudos to them for doing that. Now you'll notice here they have green and red train icons here. They're different ways of paying for these upgrades. So what you do is you gather experience based upon the first couple of contracts you've got to get trains from A to B. And if you do that successfully, you'll earn points and money and the like. And that will allow you, using the counters at the top here, to determine how much you can build, which is what the money's for, in terms of buying stations, laying track and putting signals down and so on. And how many of these upgrades or enhancements you can purchase, either using the green or the red icons. We'll probably come into the difference between those as we go through this, if we get that far, that is. But the nice thing about this is you're not just buying different ways of getting your trains along their routes from A to B, but also different improvements to the interface. So it's like you buy a very basic PC to start with, and you upgrade it, you add components to it, you add extra software to it, and you get better and better, more and more facilities on your basic computer. So that's what you get here. So the interface becomes more helpful as well. So it's not just all the train technology you're working with, you're actually improving how the game works for you. Because as you can imagine, on a map like Clapham Junction, for example, there is so much to take care of. You can't do it all yourself. So you can use the upgrade options here to purchase automation routines, which will do a lot of the donkey work for you, which is very handy indeed. And you have various things you can buy. You can buy platforms, or you can buy different tools like different types of track, different speeds, different manual automatic signals, as we can do here, all sorts of other things, and that's unlocked through the research. So that's one little gripe I've got about the game at the moment, is that the save mode only allows you to create one save for that map. You do have a series of automated autosaves here, so you can go back to those if you prefer, but it would be nice to have a sort of set step of different types of saves like I do in Transport Fever. You sort of plan out one sort of design of your route, your network, and if it goes horribly wrong, you can then go back to that step and pick up from where you left off and try and get it right second time around. But anyway, that's a small gripe, to be honest, about this rather well-designed game already. Let's actually get in and play it. Now these here I think are all my existing games that I've started and can continue, but let's see if we can start one from scratch. I'm not going to do Clapham Junction. We could go Glasgow, which I think again is another modded map. Which one do I want to do? Let's have a look at Glasgow, shall we? So here we are. This is a brand new Glasgow map game. Now what happens on most maps is you will get some contracts to start with to actually get you going, give you something to do and earn money and gain experience points. One thing I noticed about the Clapham map in particular was it didn't start with any active contracts, but they did actually turn up after a little while to come through. So you just needed to wait for them to arrive. Right, so these buttons here, we've been through a couple of them already. The building, the track and so on, the purchasing platforms and the like. So yeah, I can purchase platforms at all these stations. This is the upgrades. We've had a quick look at that. We'll play into that a bit more later. And the contracts. And you are allowed you'll be offered up to 5 contracts at a time to pick up and keep boosting your revenue and experience points and so on. But we do have some active contracts already. We have a couple of commuter trains which are going through. Now, as I understand it, the contracts we have here are for a number of trains, 3 in this case. And we can either, if we want to reject that contract and say I don't want to do that one at all, I can reject it before I start running any trains, and there's no penalisation for that. We don't lose any money. But once we've started that contract off, once we've got 1 train on the network, then we will be penalised for cancelling the contract. Likewise, once we've run 3 trains, I believe, from what I've seen so far, again, you can cancel the contract at almost any point after you've done that initial agreement of 3 trains without being penalised. So it's a matter of do these trains, then if you're happy with that, you can either carry on running them, or if better, more lucrative contracts come up, you can junk them and go for the new contract instead. So we've got this mix of commuter and freight. So let's have a look at playing Rail Route. We have a new train coming in. We can see it here on the map. It is Bridgerton. It's flashing. This is a new train to come in. It's coming in on platform 2. Now, at this point in the game, we have very little control over any of these things. As you play through the game, you can upgrade to give you more control over the trains and their timetable and almost everything in the game. Really nice flexibility you can build up to as you become more experienced. Anyway, so that's coming in on platform 2, so I'll click, will accept you into platform 2. Now, with the game speeds down here at the bottom are nice because they allow people like me who like to play slowly and pause a lot and think in the hope that I don't miss anything that I'm supposed to be doing. Doesn't always work, as you know. So you can either run it at pause and just plan things out and get the switches and so on in the right position. You can run it at single speed, which is 1 second game time is 1 second real time. So they are playing in real time, as it were. So this train is coming in and it will wait 30 seconds or a minute or whatever it needs to do at each station in real time. You can run at 5 times speed, 15 or 25, depending on how much activity is going on and how well you can control it. There was a delay on that. Oh, yes. I was talking too much and it was due in at 8. It's due to leave at 8:01 and I'm already 10 seconds late. Oops. Sorry, guys. So the trick here is I need to make sure the switches on this line from Bridgerton to Cumbernauld are set. So we'll set that switch by clicking on it. That one's okay. You'll go into platform 3, click the green light and get him running. We'll go at 5 times speed, shall we? And he should take off. There he goes. There's a nice sound effects. I'm not sure you can hear them, to be honest, because I have the sound turned down quite low. Some nice sound of the trains, train particles. You can see them flying off there. That's either smoke from the stack or dust from the rails or leaves. Who knows what it might be. So that's what's going on there. That's that particular train. The overview, I only have that 1 contract going at the moment. This is my timetable. I'll come to that in a minute, but I'm going to have something to do in a moment. So this train is turning into Cumbernauld. He's going to wait for a minute until 8:05. Oh, we haven't got much longer left before he turns around and comes back. Now, he can't turn around on his own at the moment. Again, there's an upgrade I can get where they will be able to turn around without me doing it for them. So I need to reverse the train. Well, I can't be in pause to do that. I need to reverse the train. See, the arrow goes in the other direction. Set the switches appropriately because he wants to go back to Bridgerton 1 and set the line to green, the light to green. So he's going to go off in 8 seconds. Speed you up a little bit, my friend. And there he goes. Yeah, so this timetable here is for the trains that are going through. In this case, Cumbernauld Station or Bridgeton. And you can see the full timetable for the whole... what's that? That's for the whole hour, isn't it? Things basically work on an hourly basis here, as you can see in the contracts. So it's next due from Bridgeton at 8:59. So yeah, an hourly basis, essentially. But if I look, and one thing I like about this, I've said this in other games which have lots of data in tables, is there's filtering. So if I take that out, I want to find only the trains that are coming from Easterhouse. Found it. Simply typing it in the search box. I can sort them into order. Can I? No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, click on the little arrows. And there you go. It is wonderful. So if I change this to next due, there you go. Here's the 8:09 from Bridgeton. So, there's another one coming in soon. So let's go back to the game and keep them running on. Again, there's another thing I like about the design of the game is the information is there. You can click through panels. You can drill down and get information on the individual bits, the stations, the signals, sort of. And we may be able to come into that, the trains and so on. So it's it's a really nice, intelligent design. So I've completed that, got 2,000 money. There is no currency as such. I've got 2,000 for completing that contract. Another train coming into Bridgeton. If I go to the overview here, I can see that it's coming in. It's waiting to enter the station, so I can click on that and accept it. So I can either do it from the overview down here or from the station link here. So let's accept that on platform 2. He will come in. He's going to Cumbernauld 3. So make sure the switches are all set. He's good. And he's waiting for his 2 minutes. He's going to leave at 8:11. I'll set the line to green because there's nothing else getting in the way. And away he will go. And this is something else I really like. Every now and then, I haven't been watching the screen. See what I mean when I say I don't pay attention? I miss things. I've missed this already. You get lots of hints popping up. You don't have to have them once you become familiar with the game. But they're nice for newbies like me, that they actually tell you what's going on and give you good, useful hints. So again, you get the description of what is going on. You have a limit of 5 contracts. We'll see those in a moment. You can decline those you can't achieve or you don't want. And it gives you information on the reward and target speed. Now at this point we do have quite slow track, I think. I haven't checked it. So you can go into the contracts there. We'll leave that. We won't show that anymore. That's good. But we have got 5 new contracts here waiting for us to look at. So that's our limit. So Bridgeton to Cumbernauld. Now the thing here is I can earn up to 3,000 on this contract, whereas my current contract is just 2,000. That's the maximum reward I can make, and I'll get 1 green experience point, whereas on this contract I could earn 3,000. But the target speed there is 76 kilometers per hour. Can I achieve that? I don't know. We may play that one. Now this contract here, I will need to purchase platforms and open up stations in Queen Street and Steps. Whifflet? Where the heck is Glasgow Central? Oh, there's Queen Street. And where's Steps? No. Oh, there's Steps all the way up there. There's no way I can do that contract, so we will decline that one. Likewise, Partick. That's a bit of a journey to get to. Now, when I've got money, I can open these stations up by going into the purchase mode. I could put track down. Oh, it's a 40-kilometre track. That's all we can do at the moment. I thought it was. But the thing is, if I try and do that, I will come to... Let's escape that. I'll come to these bits here, which are auto blocks. Now these are automated signal areas, tunnels, large expanses of track, whatever, which are essentially hidden from you, but they have automatic signals at either end. And the automatic signals is a research thing that you need to do to open. So as much as I can lay the track down, because I can't do the automatic routing as yet, I can't open that block, as I understand it. So pointless building a route out there. Let's get back to our contracts. We're not going to do that one. We can't do one to steps either. The thing is, if I accept a contract which says 70 kilometers an hour, it will allow me to run trains slower, but I get less of a reward, is how I think it works. We'll leave that. We'll keep this one here for the time being and see what happens. Now, it's my train ready to go. I've set the lights. Oh, I haven't reversed him yet. Bother. There he goes. He's probably late. Yes. Oh, I'm going to get penalised for that. And this Bridgeton is blinking again. Now, this is a freight train route. He wants to come in on 2. He's going to Easter House. Now, these are good. They're reasonably profitable, but they get in the way of your freight routes, of your commuter routes, rather. So we'll let you go straight away. Yeah, delay on that Cumbernauld route means a 50 point deduction. I think that's a revenue deduction. Oh, so I got my 2,000 on that train, which is good. I haven't got any experience points yet. Maybe I need to complete that whole contract, which is probably true. We can't do Carstairs, wherever that is. Can't do Motherwell. See, nice rewards on that, but... Oh, I've got my first experience point. Yay! And that freight train was just coming in and going out, just passing through my network, basically. Okay, we've got another train coming up. Here's what the timetable tells me. The red bar is now. So there it is. He's coming in. Let's slow the game down a bit so I don't get too delayed. We'll accept him on 2. Set the switches. Set the light to green. There's nothing else on the map, so in he comes. So what we're going to do is I am going to play forward a little bit. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's build here. I think I can afford to do this. So we're getting quite a few contracts here from Bridgeton to Cumbernauld. So I could accept another train, I think, going between those stations. So let's open up more platforms. Yep, let's do that. So if I go into buy mode, we'll buy you for 1,500. We will buy you for... Do I need to buy 2 is the question. Let's see what happens if I just have them all going into this station, into this platform 3 here. Save me that money anyway. So we've got manual signals on there automatically. So let's put some track down. We'll start from there and we can go all the way across there. Let's just go up there, shall we? And we can go... If I go up there, can I... I can't click into there. So if I right click on there and right click down there, I can remove that, bulldoze it and get my money back. So if I go there to there, oh, I can't do it because the track's in use, you great plonker. I knew that. Honestly, I did know that. Let's get this train out of the way and then I'll see if I can fix this. Right, let's go back into track building. Track, yeah, from there to, yeah, now I can do it, you see. Or I could go there. Which do you think is the best? Let's go there, shall we? That's good. So they're always coming that way. We could do with a switch in the other direction as well, couldn't we? So if we go from there to there, I think that works. Again, as I think I've said at the beginning, I'm no train expert. Okay, let's get back to this train in question. You're now stopped. We need to reverse you. We need to make sure you're going back to platform 1. So that switch there and away you can go. Shall we see if we can accept another contract while we're here? Bridgeton, you want to... Oh, you're only going 60, but you're only 2,000. This one is 3,000. Has a higher speed. But let's see what happens when I accept this. So we're going to accept this contract. Okay. And this is a recurrent contract. It'll expand my network, so pay attention to each one you accept. Indeed. The first train, as we'll see, is a trial train. So that will see how well I perform, how fast it can go, and that will affect the reward on that service. And the contract will spawn a new train every 60 minutes with the timetable from the trial train. You can optimize or reject the contract later. As it says, don't accept contracts too fast. Always check the timetable if you can run it. That's fine. Okay, so we now have a trial train coming in. And which platform do we want you to come in on? We'll put you in on 3. There you go. And okay, we're going to need to wait for this train to come out of Cumbernauld. That's right. Then we can set this switch here and this train can go. Oh, I didn't have that switch set correctly, so you may have seen there I've lost an amount in my contract reward of 500 because he ran through that switch and he's gone to the wrong platform. Bother, you see, I'm not paying attention. This is what I was concerned about. Bad platform, another deduction from my reward. Okay, so you're there. We've got another train coming in on platform 2. Yeah, you can do that. Let's pause this for a second, make sure I can see what I'm doing. We need to reverse you. And do I want to send you back to 3? I might as well, actually. That's the simplest thing to do. So if I send you back that way, but this doesn't affect you so much here. But I can't change that switch until you're out the way. Okay, let's get this running. I'm going to wait for you to return. Then I can set that switch. Oh, we're waiting. Yeah, there you go. You're ready to go. You're about to go. I need to wait for this switch to be cleared. Then I can set this train off. There you go. And away you go. Now, hopefully, I'll remember I can send him. I have to send him back to platform 1 once he's done. So how's this train doing? Now, depending on how fast you go, I'll get a reward based on that speed, and the platforms will now be set, I think. Right, so we need to keep an eye on you. And once you're stopped, we can reverse you. And we need to set you to go back to platform 1. Oh, no, don't do that. Why can I not lock that? What's going on here? What is going on? Oh, okay, so I've successfully completed the contract for that train I applied for. So my average speed was 38, so my reward is now much reduced from 3,000 to 1,800. Oh, heck. And it's going to be 5 trains. No, I'm not happy with that, so I can decline that contract after all. No, 1,800 is not good enough, not for 5 trains. Okay, so I need to... What's going... Why can I not... Okay, you're going to go that way then, are you? Why is that signal... Oh, this is curious, isn't it? What's... Oh, it's set from the opposite direction. Ah, okay. Right. We'll do that then. I hadn't seen that before, hence the confusion. And I dare say you're late, aren't you? It's 8:43. You should be at Bridgeton already. There's a new train coming in. That's you. We'll bring you in on 2. So I have managed now to get 5 trains through my network successfully from A through to B and back again if they wanted it, and I have accrued 5 green experience points. So let's have a look at what we can do with that. I can, if I wanted to, let's actually pause the game, otherwise I might miss upcoming trains. I don't want to do that. That's penalties. Yeah, so I can, if I can spend these on freights, and that is a particular one a one-time train requirement from A to B, and that will give me red experience points, which are quite handy because for some of the best features you do need red experience as well to get those upgrades and those technology resources and whatever basically. So we need to get those as well at some point. Now one is quite good, I think, is auto blocks, which means I can go out to those further stations. That's quite a nice one to have. But are there any others here which would be better, which I can afford with 5 green experience points? That is quite nice. Automation, automatic routing. Oh yes, these are the triangle signals that we see here, again in this little tutorial here. Which means that the switches will automatically adjust to get the train that you've given the green light through to its expected next destination, either the next stretch of track, the next block, or the next station. So it'll make sure the switches are set for you and you don't have to do all the switch setting yourself, which is a great time saver obviously on more complicated routes. This is the upgrade for you, we suggest. This is one of the things I like about the personality of the game. This is the upgrade for you. We recommend this as the second upgrade for the not very well educated dispatcher. Yep, they know they're talking to me. Saves a lot of time and enables you to handle an order of magnitude denser traffic. Let's do that. We'll upgrade that. We'll buy that upgrade. Automatic routing. There you go. We can place on our tracks automatic signals. They cost 10 grand though, so they're a bit pricey. Maybe we won't use that one just yet. Actually, I think I can upgrade an existing signal. Yeah, click to change this one. So, actually, if I click this one, that works better, I think, doesn't it? So if I click to upgrade that one, oh, only cost me 8 grand. That's okay. That's nice. So we can see that one in operation then on my next train, whenever that's coming in. There must be another one coming soon. Oh, there is 2 coming soon, is there? Oh, heck. And here he is. He's the train to Cumbernauld, as usual. So we'll bring him in on 2. That's fine. And you're going to want to go up there. That's it. Up there to Bridgeton. Sorry, up to Cumbernauld platform 3. So we'll give you the green light straight away, I think. Get you running faster and you should be fine. You're off in a minute. So once he's there, we can reverse him. And what I can do here, you see, so if I click that to give him the green light, it says, where do you want to go to? And he needs to go to platform 1. So if I click that as his destination, it automatically sets the switches for me. Which for someone like me, it's a great lifesaver. Though I've discovered when I did a more complex map in preparation for this video, if you've got multiple trains running along the same stretch, it can get complicated and you will, no, put it another way, I will make mistakes. So here he goes. That should be a perfect run actually, I think. No deductions for anything. Right, we got that one right. So the next coming in, is another Cumbernauld train. There you go. We need to set you to there. Otherwise you're fine. We'll give you the green light and you're away. Things have moved on a little bit. As you can see, I've actually purchased a platform in a new station, Newton, and connected it in here to Bridgeton. Not that I've seen any contracts that want to go to Newton, but you never know. Someone might at some point, and I might actually be able to create my own contracts at some point as I continue. Anyway, we're coming to this point now where we've just completed our 3rd service on this particular contract, the commuter service 531, which means if I go to my active contracts, here we are, we've now done 3 of 3. I fulfilled that one. So if I say I don't want that contract anymore, as you can see there's no penalisation there, so I'm saying no for the moment. Whereas on this one, which I've only done 2 out of the 3, if I want to cancel that, I'm going to be penalised 2,000. So I don't want to lose money, so I'll let that one stand. But we can cancel this one, which means I can, if I wish, if I can, possibly, if they're offered, get more lucrative contracts on that route. Are there any in the offing? No. Well, that one looks good, but that one's 80 kilometers an hour. We're not going to achieve that. I've not researched fast track yet. No, none of these seem terribly enticing. No. Okay, so let's we'll decline that one so I get some more offers coming in, because as we've said, there's a limit of 5. Can I upgrade any of my tracks? Controls. How do you get... Oh, basic tracks. Oh, yes, you see here. That means I can get 80 kilometers an hour track, but I need 10 green points and 1 red point. So it probably is time to get into getting some red points. So that's one-off freight contracts. So let's do that. Yeah, it's a comfortable source of red trains. Done that. Okay, excellent. Okay, we've got another train coming in. This is standard service. Bring you into train 2. Oh, notice I've also put a automatic signal here just to make my life easier, because most trains seem to want to come in on line 2, on platform 2, so that's fine. We'll let them go straight through. I don't need to worry about which of these switches I need to set. Anyway, what we'll do here, I think, is we'll bring this first look to a close. I'm rather enjoying this, though I have a sense from what I've played so far of it that I will get hopelessly lost and confused at some point when I get more trains and more tracks on here. But we will see. If you'd like to see more of this game on the channel, then please do let me know. Even if you don't, let me know what you think of the game. It's in early access. It arrived in early access just the 23rd of June, so not too far ago. Got another train coming in. But it is such an interesting and well-designed game already, which I really like. Those trains are too close to each other. That's annoying, isn't it? Which bodes very well for the future of this title. So if you want to see more, let me know by leaving a like, or even better, by leaving a comment in the little box below. That would be awesome. Other than that, of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these, or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost here, having a first look, and already got a late train here, at Rail Route. Until the next time, bye bye for now.